Welcome to part 16 of the Sonic Heroes Let's Play. We are now going to be going through Grand Metropolis as Team Chaotix.
Now for the real test. All of you are about to enter Eggman's territory. Are you ready?
Not too late to change your mind.
Why do you think we're here? How else are we gonna make the rent?
Let's go!
Okay, so the mission that we have here is, and Shadow the Hedgehog is going to abuse the hell out of this mission. Alright, we have to kill all the enemies in the level. Well, as you can see on the counter, and oh yeah, I kind of clipped to the floor there. But as you can see on the counter that's on the bottom right of the screen, as soon as the subtitles those are gone, I really hate it when it does that. Stop doing that, game. But as you can see, we have to kill 85 of Eggman's troops. How many are there? Now I'm gonna pull a Clement here. It's not 86. There are only 85 enemies in the level. It's not so bad here, but Shadow the Hedgehog, oh my, it abuses that mission to no end, and then most of the time, yeah. However, to its credit, I will say that in very few levels where you have to do it, there are more than enough enemies you need to kill in that game. But to this game's credit, as far as this mission type goes, there's not really, you're not killing all the enemies in the level, at least not a whole lot. Yet, surprisingly to me, it's probably the most annoying mission in Team Chaotix. Because you know, Mystic Mansion, it's still pretty annoying though, especially one area that we're coming up to right now. Oh, and I want you to keep that little area in mind, and just to see how it tripped me up so much. This is the second time I'm playing through this game, alright? I just want to say that this is my second time playing the game. At least completely. By the way, as a power character, you can control the cannon. I don't understand that. I think I may have said that, but yeah. Oh, and here I gotta. Come on, man. Get the damn fighter. Just, yeah. But now we're coming up to the platform. And see this little platform in the background? Oh, and in case you, and I hope you saw that little edit there. I want you to keep that little area in mind. Because I'm probably thinking at that point, oh well, there has to be an invisible wall. Okay, so, well, it makes sense. Because I mean, there is an invisible wall. And I'm just gonna drop it right now. But this mission, it's pretty annoying if you have to be on the lookout for all the mechs. They can be hiding behind doors. Thankfully, you don't have to search for the switch, because that's the last thing that I need. If I can't find that one enemy, that's probably the last thing I need, is to find the damn switch just to open the door, or where he's concealed in. But yeah, nothing too special here. But hey, at least I can slowly move the cannon with precision aim. I know that was really pointless, but alright, the reason why I didn't really upload this is because I didn't really feel like it. And I died. Thankfully, if you do die, yeah, I haven't really mentioned this, but if you do die in a stage, these enemies don't respawn, and so you don't have to worry about going back like just to kill all the mechs. It's all you have to worry about is just to kill all of them, which is a no-brainer. And oh yeah, when I should probably save this for later, but in some levels we're gonna be doing what's called a stealth challenge, where we basically have to get through a level without being seen. How are you supposed to do that exactly? Well, every time you use the tornado attack as SBO, he actually turns invisible, and enemies can't see him. And it's actually very useful for those missions. But I'm gonna get into the stealth missions later. And it's like way later in the game, even if I say so myself. I don't know why I'm holding attack back. I know, this is probably the worst offender of redundancy I've ever seen in my life. And it's only gonna get worse with Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't feel like doing another 10 playthroughs of that game, guys. I'm probably just gonna get all the levels from the stage select, and then just edit all the cutscenes in. Because again, I'm not doing another 10 playthroughs, especially since I have to play through a stopless like 10 times. No way. That ain't happening. And I know how to edit, but even that can't save it. Or at least that can't save. At least that's not going to save all the pain. But that also means I'm going to be showing off all the missions. Oh god. But hey, at least we're almost done with this mission. We just gotta... We have 4 more enemies to kill. Alright. Kill the enemy. Oh, okay, so we have 2 more enemies. Okay, so let's use this flower pod and get... Nope. Because what I recently discovered, or at least that little platform I mentioned, this one right here. No, that's actually a pathway you can take, and it has 2 enemies concealed inside. You see, when I played this game for the LP, I thought that platform wouldn't be solid, or at the very least there would be an invisible wall. Well, now granted, the platform is close, so it kind of hints that you're supposed to use the fly type. But there's a flower pod that puts you further in the level anyway. So I'm thinking, okay, well, there might be an invisible wall, and the platform might be solid, and even then, and there might be nothing there anyway. But no, there is. And then I hate when games do that. Sorry, just a nitpick. If you found it on your first try, good for you, but just don't brag about it. Man. And I already feel stupid enough. Listen, I don't want anybody pushing it. That being said, this mission in Power Plant, we have to kill 3 golden turtle robots. They're obviously not going to be as abundant, but the problem here is that they're way spread out, like far spread out. Now, granted, I think there's more than you need. Yeah, I think there's more than you need to kill these enemies. The thing is, though, they're spread out. So it's gonna take a while anyway. And that's really it for what I have to say. Okay, so we have to find the switch, which thankfully, as the power type character, we can break these steel crates. Booyah. Okay. Oh yeah, we need. Yeah, the gold-plated armor makes you impervious. This from the power type characters. All right, so. Let's get on to it, tangent. Shall we? Because as I run out of things to talk about, that's happening on screen. Like, I mean, what else am I supposed to say? Like, ooh, look at me. He make that homing chain. And I guess for some reason SBO can throw ninja stars. There's if you just tap the B button. Yeah, I kind of run out of things to talk about. This is just... Yeah. Okay, so, Sonic Boom, more about it. I already mentioned about Styx the Badger, and I'm gonna see how well this character is gonna be. That is with the TV show, or the 3DS version. But I'm gonna talk about the gameplay. Yeah, a couple days ago, Sega did actually release the game, or at least Big Red Button. Apparently, they released some footage of both the Wii U and the 3DS versions of the game. What I think about the Wii U version? Oh my god, I sound like a stereotypical British. What do I think about the Wii U version? Alright, I'll stop. But what do I think of the Wii U version? You may ask. Well, for the most part, I'm okay with it. It's just that the main levels, those is gonna be like your typical 3D beat 'em up, and honestly, I'm a little worried because this reminded me a lot about the Werehog from Sonic Unleashed, and I don't know. It's just maybe I'll find some enjoyment out of it. And I really shouldn't worry too much because this is going to be an alternate series after all. I just find it kind of strange though. The speed sections look a lot of fun, but even then I've seen a little bit of jitter. Like I've seen some of the characters jitter all around, and that whole bit actually reminded me of Secret Rings. And Secret Rings was pretty much infamous for its control. But you know what? Now that I think about it, this is gonna feel like a weird mishmash between Secret Rings control and Sonic Unleashed's control, because you have the quick step and everything. The boss fights look okay, but I can't help but feel it's gonna be the same concept over and over again. You know, just using the lasso weapon, and you know, using the lasso weapon just to fire missiles back or enemies at the boss, and it's gonna be weird to me. On the plus side, we have seen Sonic still can spin dash, and Knuckles gonna climb walls, but unfortunately on the specific wall terrain, I don't know exactly why. We haven't seen footage of Tails yet though. Amy on the other hand can do her acrobatics, and especially with the graphics, I have to admit, this is actually looking okay. Like decent. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about picking it up this November. Now the 3DS version of Sonic Boom, the character where we're gonna be playing as Styx the Badger. Sonic Boom 3DS is actually gonna be taking a rather different style of approach. Well, then again, they both have different stories. Apparently, it's gonna be like a 2D. It's gonna be 2D. Yeah, and there's gonna be some 3D. Like you have the Mach Speed, Mach Speed sections, which are very similar to the one in Sonic Lost World. You know, where Desert Ruins Act 2, where you're running down this honeycomb, a hexagonal little pathway. It's gonna take like a 2D style, 2D side scroller with some Metroid action, and I think you'll have a time limit. I think that's what they're saying, at least. So far it's actually okay. I honestly, graphically though, I don't think, so far, this is actually gonna be surprising to you guys. I actually don't think it looks that great, at least so far. Well, then again, this is a beta, because, you know, when games are in development, you have, you know, beta stages, alpha stages, but so far, that isn't the best that the 3DS can offer. Styx the Badger is gonna be playable though, and she can use her boomerang to. She basically uses her boomerang as like a remote control batarang. From the, so where she can get at the switches, that she couldn't get to before. I'm interested. I'm interested in the game as a whole. It doesn't look terrible. Well, and I really am excited for the other Sonic game, in which I think Sega is developing right now as we speak. I think what we heard, I recall hearing that it might go back to the style of Generations. Not too sure on that though. So, if any of you guys are watching this, what do you guys think of Sonic Boom? If any of you guys are watching this, then it'd be nice. It would be good. I can't speak today. It would really be nice if, you know, leave a comment below on what you guys think.
Roger.
Think about Sonic Boom and how's it doing so far. But with that being said, this is the end of part 16, guys. Next time we meet, we're going to be going through the casino. God, I can't remember the names. So, see you guys then.